Hey guys, how's it going? Thad here with Iowa Budget RC. And since I'm still waiting on parts for the Ultimate WPL C14, I'm going to start working on the HPI Savage Nitro truck. And this is all Greek to me. I know nothing about nitro vehicles, and in fact I was just watching a video on how to wire these things up, because I absolutely have no clue on how to wire them up. But I kind of learned a little bit by watching that video. Hello, Stranger Things van. So one thing I need to do before I can really do anything to this thing is get this exo cage off of here. This thing is awesome. It's really going to protect stuff and keep stuff like that from happening to the motor and whatever, but that cage needs to come off of there. As you can see, I've got a whole mess of the wiring here. The original HPI 27 megahertz receiver there. There's a switch. There's this whatever this is, I'm not even sure. Yeah, so if anybody knows anything about nitro stuff, shoot me an email and let me know. I have a 2.4 gig Dumbo 6-channel receiver I'd like to use on this thing, and but again, I don't know anything about like how to wire this thing up, and everything was pretty much like disconnected. There's a switch here, there's, you know, whatever. So yeah, let me know on that. I know there's a couple servos on here. One's for the throttle, one's for the steering, one I think the throttle one also does the brake, but I don't even know if this motor cranks over. It's been sitting for years and years, and if I can, let me get it here. Here, I'm gonna turn the camera off for a minute. I'll bring you right back. So right there is where the roto start is supposed to go, and as you can see, the exo cage is kind of in the way, as is the chassis brace that's on here, and the roto start that I bought that's supposed to be universal to work with these and just go in a drill or whatever, I can't get it to fit in there. And so I've got a little pull starter. I've got new wheels and tires for this thing, but I want to get this exo cage off of here and probably end up pulling the motor out and taking the head off of it and everything, checking everything out, making sure everything's okay. So again, if anybody knows anything about nitro stuff, I know Island Duke, I know you know a bit about it, and Shen and Adam, you guys have both ran nitro stuff, so maybe one of you guys can email me a diagram or something as to how to wire this stupid thing, but and I'm sure I can look it up online, but help from friends is always the way to go first. So anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna get this exo cage off of here, and then we are going to continue on. Well, I just learned something new on this thing already. The other side has standard right-hand threads, and this side, like my Studebaker and several old Mopars, has left-hand threads. So this is lefty-tighty, righty-loosey, and so that's kind of interesting. Never seen that before on an RC car. Make it a little challenging if you lose a wheel nut out in the field and don't have any of those, but yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling this exo cage off. There's only a few screws, I think, that hold it, so bring you back after that. All right, exo cage is off. Kind of looks like an elephant. I don't know if these are aftermarket shocks or not. I know the control arms are aftermarket. The center control arm brace is aftermarket. Of course, it's got the big red motor in there, the Dynamite Big Red. This is a 27.27 motor, and I think they said it's like 3.5 horsepower or something like that. So this thing should haul the mail, man. Yeah, so Again, I'm asking help from my friends there. If you guys know about how to wire these things up, please let me know. I'm going to take some pictures of this thing and before I start taking it apart, and that way I know how things go back together. Again, I've never dealt with a nitro car. I was a mechanic for years on real cars, and then motorcycles, and then hydraulics and heavy equipment, and then became a millwright. So I've lived a lot of mechanic life. Now I restore and repair guitars. But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna start taking this stuff apart and see if I can get that motor out of there, because I definitely want to check it out. I do have a new glow plug for it. Like I say, I've got the starter, the pole starter for it that I want to put on it, and whatever. But like I say, I know nothing about these things and know nothing about the truck itself. Kevin Talbot is definitely right. These things are not easy to work on. There's a lot to them. So I don't know how the transmission works with the gear shifting. I know it's an automatic gear shifting kind of thing and whatever. So this is all going to be a learning curve. So I will show you the parts that I've got for it here in a little bit, but I want to see about getting this motor out of here first. So I will bring you back when I'm closer to getting that done. Well, I'm getting closer, and I can turn the flywheel until it comes up on the compression stroke, and then it's really hard. So it does crank over, and it's got really good compression. So that's a good sign. I don't know, should I take it out? Because it's I got some strip screws on the bottom plate here that I cannot get out, and so I'm going to be fighting those. Probably could Dremel the head off if I really got motivated to do that, or should I just leave the motor in there? Since I can't though, because I want to put the roto start on there, so I guess I have to take it out, or the pull start, not the roto start. But yeah, so at least I know it's got compression. Man, this thing needs a serious cleaning. My hands are pretty grubby from working on this thing, but cool setup. Again, I don't know how any of this works. I know this is the clutch, and that like a centrifugal clutch in there. I would like to check that out at the same time, but yeah, there's 4 bolts that hold this stupid motor on, but 2 of them you can't get to without taking that plate off, and like I say, that plate I don't know if I'm going to get it off. So anyway, I'll bring you back. Alright, I shouldn't jump to conclusions, because there's 2 access holes, and then the front ones are easy to get to. So I got those 4 screws out. So now I'm going to flip it over and see if I can get the thing pulled out. Alright, that is one big motor. And way more than I'm used to. It's probably more than my weed eater. And so I'm going to start cleaning this thing up and getting it looking better, and then I'm gonna work on trying to get the head off of this thing and just look inside of there and throw a little 3-in-1 oil in there, and yeah, probably pull the Walboro carb off of there and clean it up a little bit. I'm sure the jets are all gummed up. There you can see Dynamite 28. Pretty freaking sweet, Mach 2. So that's where we're at with this thing. That's where I'm going to stop the video for today. Lots and lots of cleaning. I mean, look at this nasty thing. Nitro is very nasty and messy. The The tank is over here, and there's actually some almost gelled nitro inside of it, and it's pretty nasty inside of there, so that'll have to be cleaned out too. But anyway, now that I've got all that stuff out of there, and I did disconnect the two servos from the receiver, so probably give this thing a bath with the hose outside. I'll spray it down with some of the cleaner from Tubbo Towels, and then give it a little bath because it is dirty. But yeah, so next step will be going through this motor, and that will be our next episode. So anyway, again, if you guys can help me out, shoot me an email as to how I'm supposed to wire this thing. It came with this little battery pack here that I'm sure powers the receiver and goes into the battery port on the receiver, but I don't have a charger for it, so I'll probably have to end up getting a different battery. But that thing hasn't been charged in 10 years, so I'm sure it's bad. But anyway, shoot me an email as to maybe how to help me out wiring this thing, and any tips or tricks that you guys got for these nitro things. I've helped buddies tune on them before, so I kind of know what to do as far as like once I get it running, tuning the carburetor and stuff. But as far as like wiring these dang things and how it all works, it's all a mystery to me. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'm Thad with Iowa Budget RC. Hit that like and subscribe, and have a great day.